It occurred to me the other day that more than half the people I know have no clue what's going on in the world. They walk around in their fantasy, seeking money, seeking wealth. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to earn a living, but when your main goal in life, when everything that your soul cares about is the acquisition of wealth, well, then I've got a problem with that. It seems like when I even speak with them or try to have a conversation that they have no idea what goes on in the world. Either that or they could care less. And when I talk to them about current events or problems around the world, their attitude is like, well, what does that have to do with me? Well, there's been a lot of things that's happened in this world that may not have occurred on our shores, but they certainly had a lot to do with the human race. I know that sounds like some kind of idealistic notion, but as the world goes on, and every day I get on the internet and go through the newspapers or watch news on television, it seems that the world is becoming a shithole right before our very eyes. I understand everyone has their own problems. I've got my problems. Everyone has problems. But when do we all become assholes and stop caring about what happens to the people around us? It seems to me that the more the human race sinks into the proverbial shithole, that our humanity seems to be getting stripped away from us. That we're trained from early childhood not to care about one another. That the only thing that matters in life is a good job, a nice car, and a nice home. Well, those things are nice, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be comfortable. But when did our single aspiration in life become the gathering of wealth and the collection of money? When did we start looking at people in other countries starving and dying and not really give a shit? You know, a friend of mine went into the Marine Corps, and he went over and fought for his country and came home in a body bag. And to me, he is a hero and will always be a hero for the bravery that he showed over there. But you know, when I posted some of his stories on the internet, it was surprising to see some of the responses of baby killer and rapist. My friend wasn't a baby killer or a rapist. He was a nice guy that went into the military because he didn't really have any other options available to him. He came from a poor family who themselves were uneducated. And when he went to the desert of Afghanistan, you know, he didn't fight for some nationalistic motive. He fought for the people standing beside him. And for anyone to criticize him for the service that he rendered to this country just goes to show the large quantity of human waste that populates our planet at this current time. Now, I'm not saying that we should all join hands and sing Kumbaya as we dance through the daisies, but it just seems to me that maybe all of us could step back and think a little bit and maybe concentrate on someone other than ourselves for about 10 seconds a day, and maybe this world would be a better place. You know, hopefully it won't take the end of the fucking world to wake people up out of their daydream. But of course, based on some of the people I've met and spoken with over my lifetime, I wouldn't doubt if it would take such a cataclysm to open their damn eyes. If you got a comment about this, you know where to put it.